Burnley's chance to strike first on a huge Good Friday in the race for promotion. A chance to go top and a chance to put plenty of points between themselves and Sheffield United. With the finishing line in sight, Scott Parker's team unbeaten in 29 games. If they can make it to 30, they will equal a club record unbeaten run that has stood for 104 years. It is a huge opportunity for the Clarets to take a significant step towards an instant Premier League return. But could Tom Cleverley's team trip them up here as they look to at least guarantee they end his first full season in charge in the top half? Vatter whips it in, great ball in, Trafford can't keep it out. And Watford have taken the lead through Mamadou Doumbia. How big a moment this could be in the race for promotion. Watford's bright start, and it has them in front. Watford 1, Burnley 0.
Well, what a ball in, and what a header. It gets met perfectly by that young man, and it's such a good header that Trafford does quite well, I would say, to get hands on it, because it's the perfect downward header from just an exquisite delivery.
They've gone 7 games without one, but things looking much more organised. Resilience in this Watford team as Loser just has to work it to Pollock, who gives it to Abankwah. He threads it out to find Caleb Wiley. He works the 1-2 very nicely. A crossing opportunity here. Ball clipped towards the back post, over the top by Kayambe. Watford creating chances once again. It could have been 2.
Lovely football, stemming from that really fruitful left-hand side. Wiley and Vatter once more involved.
Edwards, he could have attacked the space in front of him. He's going to shoot instead, and it was a good decision and a good hold by Egil Selvik. Could have squirmed away from the keeper, but he held on to it well.
I would suggest that the goalkeeper's going to prefer him to shoot that side. It's got to be perfect, I think, to score at the near post.
Loser, Vatter. Just to hold on to possession, Kayambe just tries to thread it into Vatter inside the penalty area. Burnley with bodies back, ball gets away from Hannibal. Loser. Sliding challenge comes in from Brownhill, but now a bit of room here for Kayambe, who eyes up goal off the crossbar, and the follow-up from Doumbia. It was some strike, and I think James Trafford got a touch to it to deny Edo Kayambe.
I think you're right. I think this is an unbelievable save from Trafford. I mean, what an effort. It looked in all the way.
How big a moment could that prove to be? Could have been 2-0. James Trafford, though, had other ideas. Here's Egan Riley, sweeps it out to the far side, and he finds Anthony as well, who gets the better of Ngakia. Fleming waiting in the middle. Fleming's header! Burnley level! How quick it can all change. A remarkable save at one end, and then Zion Fleming levels it up. That the resolve of a team destined for promotion.
It's a brilliant Burnley goal. What a reaction. What a 30 seconds in this game. The switch of play from Egan Riley, that's been a feature of their attacking play in this first half, and Anthony gets the better of Ngakia, and Fleming just positions himself brilliantly.
Movement from Anthony, and Burnley can go again here. Egan Riley works it out to Edwards, who's got a bit of room, and he's got Connor Roberts up ahead of him as well. Now Anthony once more, back to Edwards, Fleming, Brownhill, Hannibal all waiting in the middle. Can Roberts force across? He can. Hannibal back across goal, Burnley ahead, and it's Josh Brownhill. The captain strikes to turn this game around. And it's a huge step for Burnley and their desire to be back in the Premier League.
Well, it's a brilliant goal, brilliant team goal, and it's built on the right-hand side initially. Jadon Anthony and Edwards exchanging passes. It's a lovely stand-up, ultimately, from Roberts. These are really difficult when you're running towards the byline. He digs out a brilliant ball, and that little shove from Fleming is so important in this goal. It's allowed Hannibal to arrive on the far post, completely unopposed because of that contact that Fleming makes on his opposite number. Just there, and Gakia can't deal with it. And Brownhill, how often has he arrived right on cue this season?
Another huge goal from Josh Brownhill. Moussa Sissoko not happy with something, perhaps an incident involving Zion Fleming at the back post, that collision with Jeremy Ngakia, and he's still protesting here, and he's going to be shown a yellow card by Matt Donoghue. Scott Parker's side yet again showing such resolve. And Fleming's come across to follow Sissoko, a little shove on him, and Sissoko reacts. And he's in trouble now, second yellow card. And Watford are down to 10. Well, they've lost their heads here a little. And there's going to be plenty of sorting out to do for the referee. This game has tilted considerably in Burnley's favour in the last few moments.
Well, Sissoko has badly lost his composure there. I suppose Watford's challenge today is going to be hugely affected by that.
Be down, and now Hannibal down as well, and perhaps there's an element of players trying to make the most of certain situations here, but the yellow card is out once again from Matt Donoghue.
Yeah, not going to be the last time he's going to his pockets either, I would suggest. It's really fired up this game. Watford clearly very, very disappointed with the reaction of the Burnley players, and probably the manner of Fleming losing his footing after being shoved.
I would have thought then that pause in play that we just had, Scott Parker would have just been addressing his players. Don't lose control, don't lose your focus, don't get drawn into anything here. Do not make this situation less favourable than it is now. Kayambe. Goes down, but he has been penalised, and he's going to be shown a second yellow card. This game is getting away from Watford and getting away from them badly, now down to 9. Well, he'd been treading the tightrope, hadn't he? Imran Louza has to be careful here. Sarcastic applause of the referee. He has his name taken. Tom cleverly urging his players to just settle down here. Their heads have gone. It's important to finish a season well, isn't it? Particularly when the end of a campaign can be one in which there isn't a great deal to play for, but you can build momentum to take into the next season. Anthony now, can he pick across? He rolls it back, punched away by Sobek. Fleming adjusts, does well to put a bit of force on that header, but nothing really to trouble Egil Sobek.
Oh, brilliant pass from Perez. Just cut Watford open. Andrews gets done by the brilliant execution of the pass, but the movement from Anthony so sharp, and so it is fortunate that it comes within his vicinity, because Brownhill surely thinks he scored.
Pollock, once he got in the final third, he's managed to dig out across here. Retrieved by Deli Bashiru. By Sirauta. Andrews tries to push it forwards. Andrews takes a touch. Ryan Andrews beaten away by Trafford. It so nearly was the most improbable of equalisers.
Oh, what a brilliant attempt, and it just bounced in front of the goalkeeper. It makes it an even better save.
As we tick towards a 9th minute of time added on, there can only be seconds left to play, but the game goes on. There it is, a significant stride towards the Premier League, which is in touching distance now for Scott Parker's Burnley. They were tested here today, but yet again they found an answer. And yet again it was Josh Brownhill who stepped up with a vital goal, trailing here at Vicarage Road. But goals from Zion Fleming and Josh Brownhill have got Burnley so near to the promised land. 3 more points for Scott Parker's side, who survived the test here at Vicarage Road. Full-time score, it finishes Watford 1, Burnley 2.